Captain Damien Hoskins, Air Squadron Royal Scots Security Guards. I'm second in command of the squadron.
Okay, can you give me some details about your movements and type of engagements that you encountered, and just in general what you've experienced over the last couple of days?
Okay, the last few days where we were in Saudi, about 40 km inside the border, we moved through the Iraqi lines over American breaches, moved straight north, then we headed due east, right into the middle of Iraq, heading towards the Kuwaiti border. It was about 8 o'clock last night, I think, that we had the first sightings of enemy tanks. By about 10 or 11 o'clock, we had the first contact for the squadron, that is. We'd already, another squadron already engaged and destroyed what we thought was a communication site. The A squadron pushed even further east, further towards the Kuwaiti border, excuse me, and we had several contacts of enemy armoured vehicles, most of which, from what I could see through my togs, were reversing out of pre-dug revetments. The total for the squadron, I think, was 6 tanks, all of which I think were T-55, and about the same number of APCs, and they must have been either MTLBs or BTR-60s, I'm not really sure, to be honest. So we had a total of 12 engagements destroyed for the squadron. Unfortunately, my squad leader's tank has broken down. I've had to nip onto it, and they're pushing on even further. They've come across more T-62s and T-55s, about another 8 kilometers that way, even further east. I'm just listening on the radio for what's going to happen, and hopefully this will get fixed and I can go and join them.
Okay. And do you know what particular units you've engaged with the Iraqis?
Yeah, we do. We first moved through the destroyed positions, I think 25th and 27th divisions, infantry divisions. Our next major threat was from 46th Brigade of 12th Division and 50th Brigade of 12th Division. These tanks and contacts we've had in particular, I'm not quite sure. Well, I do know they're T-55, so they're not coming guard just yet.
Okay. Have you heard of any movement of the Republican Guard?
Well, we had an insight which told us that they were moving, they were closing in together northeast of where we are now. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, I think that's probably going to be our next task.
Okay. Can you think of anything else of significance or any particular engagement that comes to mind over this?
Yep, the first one, because well, it's quite surprising in a way. I wasn't really expecting it. We made a lot of progress without any contact with the enemy at all. We've gone through all their old minefields and we're popping off their anti-personnel mines. And it went from complete silence to chaos in a matter of seconds at the first sighting, then a contact a few seconds later. That was quite memorable. But everyone's calming down now, which is good.
Okay. How did the crew react? I'm sure none of them are really veterans of combat.
No. In terms of combat, none are veterans at all. In fact, I think anyone in the squadron isn't, to be honest. They reacted very calmly, very professionally. Training pays off. We stuck to all the drills, and they went very well. It was a good hit as well.
So would you like to add anything about training, the equipment? Is the type of engagements you've encountered what you expected?
Yeah, it's a very straightforward engagement. A T-55 reversed out of the revetment which it had built the last 6 months. My gunner saw it moving, he reported it, and we gave a straightforward fire order, engaged and destroyed it. In terms of the equipment, I think we're very, very lucky. I mean, this thing is absolutely covered. It had the best armour in the world anyway. It's now got even more armour, side and front. We've also got the light acquisition and engagement capability for our guns. A lot of other equipment's been added on since we've been out here, radio equipment and navigation equipment and so on. So I think this vehicle in particular, I think we're extremely lucky with the Challenge tank.
Okay. What about are any of the engagements what you expected? I mean, is this the type of warfare that you thought about before going in?
I give it a lot of thought, but I'm sure it's never like you expect it to be. I thought I'd see a line of vehicles in some kind of formation. You see, when we first had the first sighting, they seemed to go into complete disarray. They all reversed out their revetments. and there seems to be no order to them. Obviously, they didn't have the same kind of night fighting capability that we do. But as I looked around for targets, there was no. You couldn't say that is an enemy tank company. It's just a mass of vehicles in no real direction, to be honest.
Yeah, I've seen some of the. I've been through some of the battle areas, and you just have masses of revenants,
Yeah.
occasional armor.
Yeah. But yeah, you can only either presume that they haven't got the armor to put in there, or they've been destroyed, taken away. I don't know. I know what you mean. There's lots of revenants around here with nothing in them. There's one over there though. You must see that. BRDM destroyed.
What was it that's burning?
That's over there. I'm not sure who destroyed that, to be honest. I mean, I've only just got up to this area. It might have been the Scots Shooting Guards, it might have been the Irish Hussars. I honestly don't know.
Okay. What kind of vehicle is it?
The enemy?
The one that was destroyed over there.
That's a BRDM over there. Last night we were contacting T-55s and I think for MTLBs.
Okay. Any closing comments?
No? Say again? Oh, great. No, I'm glad we survived the first engagement. Let's just hope I survived all the rest of them. Okay?
And could you give me your name and spelling?
Okay, sure.
Spell it for me. Your name. Give me your name and then spell it.
Captain Damien Hoskins. D-A-M-I-A-N. It's my Christian name. Hoskins. H-O-S-K-I-N-S.
Okay, and the unit again?
A Squadron. Royal Scots Dragoon Guards.
And your job in that unit?
I'm the second in command of the squadron.
Okay, is there a particular title to that?
Well, second in command, or 2IC for short.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.